For Brad Shields, January usually involves diving for paw shellfish and chasing waves off the coast of New Zealand. This time next year, however, the Kiwi will be embracing the English winter and chasing a cull up for the Six Nations. "I'll probably leave my surfboard and diving gear at home," jokes Shields as he discusses the logistics of the 11,642-mile move from Wellington to Coventry. This time next year Brad Shields will be chasing an England cull up for the Six Nations. Shields, right, qualifies for England through his parents and has spoken to Eddie Jones. It has been a life-changing 7 months for the 26-year-old. Since captaining the Hurricanes to a famous draw against the British and Irish Lions, he has had his first child. Got married and signed for Wasps. The move will close the door on his dream of playing for the All Blacks, but after a conversation with England head coach Eddie Jones, his heart is now set on lifting the 2019 World Cup in an England jersey. "It's a move I first looked into a couple of years ago but the timing wasn't right," says Shields. "One of my big motivators is that at 26, it could be my last chance to be involved at a World Cup. Last year things started to get real and I knew where I was positioned in New Zealand rugby. I wanted to go up to that next level and it didn't seem to be happening. The goal for me is to play international rugby and coming over at short notice, I've got to go balls out to prove my worth." There's been a little bit of contact from Eddie and that's awesome because it's good to know there's a pretty real opportunity. "If it doesn't happen, it won't be down to me not giving it a crack." Both of Shields' parents, Danielle and Nigel, were born in England before relocating to the Southern Hemisphere during their childhoods. His father worked in signals for the New Zealand Army and the family are used to moving, having been deployed to Texas in 2000. New Zealander Shields' heart is now set on lifting the 2019 World Cup in an England jersey. "My parents were both born in England and they moved back there 2.5 years ago," says Shields. "They live in Berkshire, not too far from Wasps, and that was a factor. We've got a 10-week-old daughter, Charlie, so that'll be nice for them. She'll be 7 or 8 months old by the time we come over so that'll be the first real stint of her life." With his bloodline, Shields is instantly eligible for a Red Rose honours, despite winning the Junior World Cup with New Zealand in 2011. He started alongside Beauden Barrett, Charles Piutau and Brodie Retallick, beating an England side with Owen Farrell, George Ford, Elliot Daly, and Mako Vunipola. The opportunity to switch sides could arrive as early as the summer tour of South Africa. "As a kid in New Zealand, you watch the All Blacks and that's where you want to be," says Shields. "It was a hard decision because I was on the edges for a while and it's tough to turn your back. I know I left no stone unturned, though, so it'll probably be sadder saying goodbye to the Hurricanes." He has one more season with the Hurricanes but England's back row crop will be on high alert. "That game against the Lions last year was something I'll never forget. For most of us, it was the closest we've ever got to international rugby and it reignited a bit of the passion and love. It was a special night." Shields has one more season with the Hurricanes but England's back row crop will be on high alert. He recently set a record time in the club Surf to Peak Challenge, which features a 1-kilometer sprint, 21 kilometers cycle and 2 kilometers run to the top of Mount Victoria. Operating at 6 or 8, he will bring 17 stone fitness and soft handling skills to the Ricoh Arena and, possibly, Twickenham. "I've had a few conversations with Di Young, Wasps Director of Rugby, over Skype," says Shields, who will be keeping track of his new club's Bleak Champions Cup campaign from afar on Sunday.